I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. Fountain. What are my wishes?
Let's fly. Coming in. Insulation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol. Fire in the hole.
Be silent. Observe.
Take me up.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe.
Hey Tanuki, how are you doing?
Let's fly.
Well, well.
Defensive mode
Here
engaged.
comes another.
Preparing for dust up. Take me up.
Close your eyes. The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
Hey Lucas. That was nice streaming. That was nice streaming. What do you mean? I mean, oh, you mean like 6.3? Yeah, it was okay. Let's say like, yeah, we got like pretty good, let's say, intel about like future characters, which is actually cool. Also, they showed us like gameplay, Columbinas. Yes, like we already got that gameplay. What's that? For real? Oh yeah, my bad. I haven't cleared this map completely, so yeah, I have a chest, you know, right there. Maybe something, a challenge or something. So yeah, other than that, gameplay of Itla's gameplay, Zabai's gameplay. Zabai's looks actually awesome, not gonna lie. She's actually so crazy. And if you ask me which one is which one's artwork is better, like Columbina's or like Zabai's, I would say Zabai, because Zabai looks just insanely crazy. I don't know why is that, but yeah. It's actually obvious, to be honest, you know? I can't wait for casting rewatch mod. What's the, oh yeah, like, oh, for reals they will add that? That's crazy actually, I didn't know that.
Let's fly.
It would be nice.
Prepare yourself! Here comes another. Close your eyes. Observe. This was new.
Oh, they will give us actually, like, not only that, we're going to get like 20 pulls. We also can choose 4-star for free, don't forget about that. Other than that, not so many changes, to be honest, but you know, I hope they will add something more, because to be honest, like, let's say like that, yes, Columbina is crazy. By the way, if you ask me which character to go, I would say go for Columbina, because, you know, like let's say like that, I saw the leaks, like the gameplay where she can enable all of the lunar related reactions a long time ago, but that's crazy ability. You know why? You don't need any other Nod-Krai characters on your team to do lunar related damage. Yes, when it comes to damage itself, of course having another one it's better, like for example for lunar bloom it's Nefer, for lunar charge it's Flins, and for crystallized, lunar crystallized is Zabai, but still you can enable the reaction. And if you have pretty good Constellation 6 or a couple Constellations character, you actually should be like competitive, you know? Every costume from the Archon quest, at least, what I saw. Don't know about the word. Oh yeah, like maybe. Would be nice, not gonna lie. Because, to be honest, I always watch all of the stuff, you know? But why not? If that ability will be available, why not? Oh, by the way, like, if you want to go for Zabai, just keep that in mind. They nerf Zabai a little bit. It's not a significant nerf, because, you know what they did? They just, like, reduce her AoE a little bit. But she is a single target mostly, so yeah, I think, like, it's okay, but they buffed Columbina by increase her AoE, and it's mostly for the characters like Ineffa, like Chasca, like Wanderer, you know, because they're flying and they need a little bit more. They need a little bit more AoE if you compare compared to the other characters. Also, don't forget about 4-star, because you know, like among that 4-stars, we're going to get Gaming. If you don't have Gaming, or you have couple constellations, like one constellation, and also Lanyan. Most likely, I will go for Lanyan. What is that place actually? You know why? Because I literally have a lot of chests around here. So yeah, when it comes to my characters, like I have Gaming. Gaming is Constellation 1. The point is his second constellation is okay, but yeah, I maybe will go for Lanyan. Why is that? Because I have Constellation 1 Lanyan, and I think Lanyan will be better for me, because she's crazy with Arlecchino especially. But again, we'll see, because we have actually like quite list, you know. Just a second, let me check the list. It's going to be OG characters plus Gaming, Lanyan, Yao Yao, and that's it. All other characters are old, like extremely old, you know. It's going to be on Lantern Ride, by the way. Also, we are going to get like free. I hope so. Like we will get that. You know, that outfits, that skins for free, because Yao Yao definitely is going to be free, but when it comes to travelers, I hope so. The point is, if I'm not mistaken, they will get different color scheme. You know why? Because they showed us Geo Lumine and Hydro Traveler. In that case, I think that like by changing element, you kind of will get a little bit different character, you know, just a little bit. In this case, you see, like it's only like maybe like this points, etc. Not so many changes. But when it comes to new outfits, yeah, it will be way more. Like let's say like that. They will look way more. I would say like better or something, you know. It's kind of you like use a different outfit every time you switch the element.
Let's fly.
Yeah, I definitely like haven't touched this place at all because I don't remember this place. Yeah, you see, you need to. Oh, yeah, you see that? Yeah, I have a ton of chests here actually. Interesting. Okay, at least I can grab this one now.
Take me up.
And yeah, by the way, don't forget about, you know what? Like, if you remember, like I mentioned that it's better to keep Serenade artifact, HP goblet and HP circlets. So yeah, I again would strongly suggest you to keep that because you know why? Columbina might be the character who can use the set, but just keep that in mind. You need something like yeah, HP, crit damage, crit rate, energy, and like and yeah, that's it. Energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, and HP. It's actually for her, and like you want to build Columbina with HP because she scales on HP. I mean, yeah, this Serenade. I did couple update, I mean like couple artifacts update, so yeah, so like this one is HP, oh, not crazy, but I'll keep it for now, you know. So yeah, another HP, you see that? Unfortunately without energy recharge. Because you need energy recharge on Columbina. They buffed her weapon a little bit, not so much. It's like instead of giving you like old amount of energy, it was 16 or 15. Now it gives you +2. You know, some buff maybe. Hey Mira, how are you doing? What? You didn't stream since last year. Yeah, that's true.
Annihilation mode. Knock him down.
Close your eyes.
Oh, again, like when it comes to damage, I maybe wouldn't suggest it to go for Zabai. It's still up to you. You know why? Because I know Zabai looks actually so gorgeous. She's crazy, but yeah, I don't think the damage is going to be so well. You know why? The problem is a 4-star character, Itloa she needs. Even though like Columbina can buff Zabai, and it's significant buff, it's still you need some 4-star, you know. Zabai, by the way, going to be on the same level as Flins and Nefer. She's not going to be like crazy overpowered character, you know. Just keep that in mind. The Traveler skin is free once you complete Luna 4 Archon. Oh yeah, by the way, Lucas, yeah, like I actually like didn't notice that, but yeah, it should like you know like I don't think they will. Like yeah, like force players to pay for Traveler skin. Yeah, it would be like actually like so bad. Yeah, and actually, you know what? You know the thing is that skin looks like this one. if you check Eliastra, if I'm not mistaken, you just a second. Oh yeah, you can go summoning. So yeah, it looks a little bit like this, by the way. Just a little bit, like especially his Hydro form, you know. Can you preview? Oh yeah, you can preview it. Can you? Oh yeah, you can move it. So something like that. It's not exactly like this, but yeah, it kind of looks like, you know, without a hat, etc. But if you notice, New Wallet skin actually is crazy. And also New Wallet got his hair upgrade. That actually like super cool, you know. I will do the video about that, about this hair. Like that hair update is actually awesome. Not gonna lie. I'm not going for his skin, but keep that in mind. It's like if you want to. I don't like. Yeah, like his existing skin is actually cool. I'm kind of disappointed like how New Wallet kept the same color palette. Low. It's like yeah, it doesn't look that different. I mean like on his skin. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? By the way, Vortex, like, who is worse getting ineffa or Columbina? Columbina, Mirak. Columbina, because again, as I mentioned, like, if you have Flins, Columbina will be more powerful than Flins ineffa. Oh, you know, if you ask me, I liked his skin. I mean New Wallet skin. You know why? Because it's actually a little bit different. It's not the same. It's the same color scheme. That I agree with you. But it's not the same, you know? Also, they upgrade his haircut, you know? Like, yeah, now he has... he looks awesome. Not gonna lie. I don't think he will go for his skin, though.
Stay put! Cleanup sequence initiated. Set branch into song. With one heart, we pray. Good luck! Clutch, you're rich, don't be scared!
I like skin too, but like I really like skins that are completely different from the usual vibe. You know, like yeah, it's let's say like that. Yeah, would be nice to get something different. That is true, not gonna lie. But you know, if you compare with his like existing one, it's not the same. It's a little bit different actually. You know, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe close to like his skin existing one, but it's not the same. Yeah, guys, don't forget about keep like this HP, like goblets and sands if you get something useful, because most likely Columbina is going to skip rewards on. Like yeah, like she will like that stuff, you know. Let me check, like, no, New Wallet actually, like, let's say like that. For me, New Wallet is okay. As this, with this skin, but yeah, new skin is a little bit different. Yeah, that is true. I like more like Traveler skin actually. You know why? Again, most likely that color scheme is going to change, you know, like when he's Pyro, it's going to be a little bit red. When he's Hydro, it's a little bit blue, you know, when he's Electro, it's a little bit violet, something like that. You know, if it's so, it's going to be crazy, because they showed us Geo Lumine and Hydro Traveler. I guess if they made his outfit more dark blue, it would be now like Mirak. It's already dark blue, you know. It's already actually dark blue. You mean like New Wallet? New Wallet is already dark blue. I don't know. You don't have, like you play New Wallet or not? He's already dark blue. He get a little bit like light version when he uses his charge attacks, that's it. So I want like Columbina, Zabai and New Wallet weapon, but as we know, all of their banners are like, yeah, So what should I do? You know what I would suggest you to do? I don't know about your new wallet. Oh yeah, actually yeah, I know about your new wallet. I saw your new wallet recently. Go for Columbina, definitely. You actually can skip her weapon. Because you know what they did? They buffed the weapon a little bit. Now instead of getting like 16 energy, or 15 if I'm not mistaken, you get like 2 or 3 more. It's about 18 or 17, something like that. It's not so significant, but yeah, that is buff, whatever. Like, also they increase her area of effect, AoE, and nerfed Zabai, by the way. Zabai is single target anyway, I mean, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, because, like, you know what's the point? It's like she creates the geo constructions only around the enemy, one enemy, but not enemies. Most likely the enemy who is close to her, something like that. Yes, it has some AoE because he is hitting the not... I don't know about that, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that geo construction started to hit the enemy which was around, which was in the middle of those constructions, you know, like geo constructions. So yeah, we'll see. Why I would suggest you to go for Columbina again? The only reason why, at first place, she can enable all of the lunar related reactions. Like, you don't need any other character, Nod-Krai characters on your team, only Columbina, and you can create lunar charge, crystallize, and bloom, which is actually crazy, you know. So like, only one character and you get all of the Nod-Krai reactions. Damage is going to be a little bit low if you compare with Nefer, Flins, and like Nefer and Flins and Zabai, but again going to be pretty decent. There's some cyan and like white there. Yeah. Right, so like Columbina number like 1 priority. I can definitely get the buy on her run if I still... About like, you know guys, about...
Combat data updated. Please rest
about
assured
the buy.
that I will not blow the roof off again.
Hey Mishra, how are you doing? Dottore is here, yeah, and hello, like, hey, how are you doing? Actually, like, yeah, I'm so hyped about Dottore as well, not gonna lie. I want him to be playable. We'll see if it's possible, because like he looks amazing actually, yeah. Like, I know he's a villain, but again, yeah. You know, they like, surprisingly, it's like, they like, usually in gacha games they made villain more attractive, more like in case of artwork, more like, not a beautiful but more well designed, rather than like ordinary characters, you know. Like, he looks crazy, amazing, yeah, that's insane. And also we are going to get that Archon quest, don't forget about that. Oh, about Zabai Pikmin, you know what's the problem with Zabai and Lunar Crystallize? In my opinion, like, let's say like that, if you like the character, go for it. But I don't think she's going to be so useful for a long term, you know why? Let's say like that, when it comes to usability, ineffa, Flins, they are more useful than even Nefer. As you noticed, like, yeah, Nefer was actually pretty hyped about, like, in version 6.1, 6.2, she was actually like, yeah, you know, like, oh, the crazy character. At the moment, you don't even use her in, like, let's say like that, in Spylabis. You can use in Spylabis, that is true, but it's still like, she's pretty like fresh and like new character, you know. But again, in long term, I don't think Zabai is going to be so crazy. You know why? It's kind of like about the geo. If you remember Ito, you know, Ito is still valuable. He can do like crazy damage, that is true. But again, it depends, you know. Also, don't forget about her gameplay. She plays out of normal attacks, so you need to do that normal attacks. Actually, it might be a little bit problem, you know. I will pray until Dottore becomes like, yeah, would be nice. Not gonna lie. Oh, you pick me, you like Dottore as well. Yeah, Dottore is actually so cool. Not gonna lie. I also want Capitano. Yeah, like Mirak, like want Capitano to be playable. Me either, actually. You know why? Maybe they will release Capitano, because at the moment, as you know, guys, we have like couple bosses. One boss is Arlecchino. She is a Fatui Harbinger, and she's playable. And we have boss. We have a child. He is Fatui Harbinger, and he's playable. We have Wanderer, he has a boss, and he's playable. And by the way, all of these characters, like, they are weekly bosses. And we're going to get, like, another weekly boss. Like, Arlecchino is a weekly boss, right? Okay, where is it? What was that? Oh yeah, the maze, my bad. It's like... Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, Arlecchino is like, this one is Arlecchino, right? Nefer, yeah. So yeah, like, Wanderer is a weekly boss. A child is not weekly. No, child is weekly boss as well, and Arlecchino. So yeah, the point is, maybe we will get like that Dottore playable in the future. Who knows? It's possible. And was also William at some point, Law. Arlecchino was... That is... You know, like, actually, I never considered Arlecchino as a William, because you know why? That was only because of, Furina, you know? Oh, please, don't touch me, if you remember that, the cat scene, you know? Oh, please, don't touch me, etc., something like that. It's because of, like, yeah, but I never considered Arlecchino as a William, because if you remember that, Di Rasula, you know, like Navia's Archon quest or story quest, what was that? Like, she helped Navia a lot, you know? Spina di Rasula, yeah, Spina di Rasula. And I'm all set with 48 PD, 84 wishes for God, Mommy, Columbina. Oh yeah, I wish you best of luck, Misha. And you know what? Again, I will I would strongly suggest you guys to go for Columbina. If you want to go for her weapon, just wait a little bit, because you know what's the point is the problem is you know why they buffed her signature weapon? They buffed her signature weapon because Prototype Amber actually doing insanely crazy. That's why. That's insane, because this weapon, Prototype Amber, is at R5, actually doing the same amount of energy as her weapon, signature weapon, you know? Yes, damage is going to be low, that is true, because the weapon is crit damage, etc., something like that, and that signature made for Columbina especially. But again, keep that in mind, this weapon, Prototype Amber, is actually pretty good. So what I would suggest you to do, go for Columbina, level her up. You cannot do it like first week, because you know why? You need Dottore mats, and he will be available only once a week. So yeah, it will take some, like, couple of weeks maybe, you know, or maybe more than couple of weeks actually. So yeah. But again, the point is, like, after that, decide if you want to go for that weapon, just go for it. I wouldn't suggest you to go for that weapon immediately. You know why? Instead of going for that weapon, it's better to go for Zabai. Not gonna lie, because you know what? No matter what I say, and no matter how geo it is, Zabai is going to be cool. She looks crazy, damage is going to be okay, she can be played with almost all of the Geo characters, and by the way, she can be played with, what was that Ethos buffer, you know, just a second. Goro. With Goro as well. So, like, you can use Itlua, but you can use Goro as well. Yes, with Goro, damage buff is not going to be so good, but he's a healer at least. You know, it can be helpful for Zabai. Zabai, as you know, plays out of normal attacks, which is a little bit annoying. You know why? It's, yeah, it's not like Skirk, it's not like Arlecchino, it's a little bit different, but again, we'll see. We'll see. Also, don't forget about Varka, because they announced Varka. Most likely Varka is going to be playable in 6.4, like first phase, and he's going to be kind of like quick swap character, like not quick swap, my bad. Like a quick damage enabler, you know, like he, like in short window, like Skirk, you know, because Skirk rotation is about 12 seconds. You, like, let's say like that, her burst lasts for 12.5 seconds, you know, you can kind of increase that window, but not so much. So if Varka is going to be the same, that's crazy, you know. Also, he can benefit from Pyro and Anemo, according to the leaks. It means like he most likely is going to be like Lini. You know, we have a character. Just a second, I will check the comments as well. But yeah, I just want to show you what I mean. As you know, we have a character like Lini, like, or even like not Wanderer. Wanderer benefits from different elements, but Lini benefits from the same element on the team. So yeah, if you have the same elements, which is Pyro, so yeah, the damage Lini deals to opponents affected by Pyro will receive, like, yeah, increase the damage. So yeah, each Pyro party member other than Lini will cause the damage deal to increase by an additional 20%. Most likely Varka is going to be the same. He still can be playable outside Pyro and Anemo characters, but with those characters he will get them like better output, damage output. I just really want the buy because of her design. Yeah, she looks crazy. You know why? Because Zabai actually looks insanely crazy. She looks like to be honest, just a little bit like Ningguang. Not so much, but just a little bit. Yeah, you know? Ningguang looks actually gorgeous, but yeah, if you change her outfit, as you know, we have that. Yeah, that old outfit a little bit like, yeah, not so crazy. This one new way more better. To be honest, I want Columbina, Ineffa, Zabai, and Newland signature rip. Oh yeah, that's actually rip, because I don't know why you need signature for Newlet if you don't even use them. I maybe wouldn't suggest it to go for Newlet signature, but it's still up to you. Like, yeah, it's... Yeah, like... And I have saved around 7... By the way, about pools, don't forget about, like... don't forget to redeem 300 primogems. Don't forget that they will give us additional 20 pools. You know, like 10 fates and 1600 primogems. On top of that, we will get about like 109 on 115, something like that, wishes next patch. So yeah, it's going to be like pretty good update. So yeah, you will be alright with primogems. But I wouldn't suggest you to go for characters or weapon if you don't need them. You know why? Let's say like that. For me, what I'm going to do, I will go for Columbina. I will use that prototype Ember, then decide if I need that weapon. I maybe will go for it. If I don't need that weapon, because you know what, as I mentioned, Columbina at Constellation 0 doesn't need that weapon so much, because it's mostly like a DPS weapon. It's like Furina, Constellation 0 with her signature, which is actually make no sense whatsoever, because that weapon is not so good. Furina is actually extremely crazy with Favonius. You don't need, but if you get couple constellations, yes. Because let's say like that, Columbina with Constellation 2 and her signature weapon, it's, yeah, that's actually a damage. That's actually good DPS character, sub DPS, and she can be on field as well, you know. But the point is, because she can enable all of the lunar related reactions, she is just extremely valuable. Also, she can revive your characters, by the way. Every 100 seconds, if one of your characters die within Nod-Krai, she can revive it. I don't like this stuff. I mean, like, area related abilities or skills. You know why? It's extremely greedy and limited. But it is what it is, you know. At least, like, yeah, she has that. My friend convinced me to like Dottore. He told me his lore so well. Oh yeah, about that, actually yes, Pikmin, I like his lore as well. Even though I don't read the lore so much, he's actually crazy. I like it as well, you know. Capitan will be playable. Maybe, Mirak. I hate Dottore, he's a bad person. Okay. Crazy written, actually, yeah. Like, you know why? Like, again, like, as I said before, like, all of the villains in like gacha games actually looks pretty dope. That doesn't make... Well, Signora is a weekly boss, but she's not... But yeah, like Mirak. But Signora is, like, she's dead, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it doesn't count, you know? Because, if I'm not mistaken, Raiden, like, just like, yeah, decided to cancel Signora. It's completely different. It's Signora, by the way, it's the only one. But Signora was cancelled a long time ago. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. Dottore is alive though. Oh my god, I missed so many. Retracted. Yeah, guys, just a second. I will catch up with the... Isn't the buy scaling on defense and secondary? Secondly, I have always wanted Columbina because I have
Reviewing outstanding
Nefer.
items on today's to-do list. Do you have
Nefer
any
signature
additional
team
commands?
with Lauma and Flins
No
signature
problem.
with Nefer.
I can
Yes,
add them
like
shortly.
Mishra,
I'm
in your
quite
case,
used to it.
what I would suggest you to do, go for Zabai definitely. Zabai, my bad. Go for Columbina definitely, because you know why? If you have Nefer, Lauma, Flins, and ineffa, you can actually use Columbina with ineffa in dedicated teams. Like you can use Nefer as well. Like actually, you must use Nefer. With Nefer without Lauma is actually like, yeah, not so good. You can go actually Columbina with ineffa. It's dedicated team, not a bad team by the way. You know, damage is going to be crazy. Oh, and as I mentioned, like Columbina can enable all of the lunar related reactions. Because of that, she must have, only because of that. So you can actually, like, if you're a new player, you know, you can actually go only Columbina and you can get all of the reactions. Again, damage is not going to be the same like with, let's say, Columbina alone with another Electro is not going to be the same like ineffa and Flins, but it's going to be decent, you know? Let's say like that, if you get Constellation 6 Aino, damage is going to be good. And of course, I'm going for anyone from version 6.4. Seriously, I will pull here and there. Oh, it's up to you. I wish you best of luck. Why not? I mean, like, I definitely will go for Varka. You know why is that? Even though I don't like anime characters, but the point is, if he's going to be like Skirk, like kinda like close to Skirk with a short damage window, but pretty good window, it's like I like the characters with a short rotation. I don't like the characters with a long rotation. Like, let's say like that. You know, like Newlet, you can extend his rotation from 12 to 16 or even more seconds. I don't like that. You know why? Because most of the buffs we have, it's limited. And swapping the characters using the burst, it costs you 2 seconds, like 1.9 or 1.8 seconds each. So yeah, if you play the 5 characters on the team, 4 5-star characters on the team, just imagine, it's almost 8 seconds wasted time, you know, just imagine. So yeah, because of that, yeah, long rotation in some cases not so like crazy. Only because of that I don't use Flint's burst, you know, like you can use Flint's burst, then switch to like his mini burst, etc, something like that. Yes, it might be a good damage, but actually it's not. It's better to use only his mini burst, because you lose time, you know. But again, it depends on the content. In some cases you need to do that, in some cases you don't. That's why, for example, I like Skirk a lot, you know. You just like prepare all of your sub DPS supportive characters, then use Skirk and she deals like crazy amount of damage, you know. To be honest, I think like I need ineffa more than Columbina. Like Mirak, it's up to you. Like again, like ineffa, as you know guys, ineffa and Columbina on the same banner. Weapon banner is actually going to be good as well, because ineffa's weapon can be used by Flins. If you don't have his signature, I don't think it's going to be crazy choice. But again, if you just like go for a weapon, you know, you can use this weapon anyway. When it comes to again like character value, I would say Columbina is better. But still, it's up to you, Mirak. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? Sorry, I missed some chats, guys, but yeah, I will catch. I already like the buy. These are the redeem codes. If oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mishra. They are not all in caps, so yeah, I was trying to send the codes. Ah, okay, that's okay. And now there is like another like problem with the new event. What? They are finishing way too quickly nowadays. Like the snowboard event, like I finished it 2 hours, and like the other event, I didn't like. Oh, I see. Like you mean like yeah, they're short or something. You know what I do actually now? As I mentioned, guys, like earlier, I like Genshin Impact because of like schedule. You know, like you can actually play this game only 20 minutes a day, something like that, and just spend your residence, and that's it. It's actually cool. I'm completely okay with that. And like, yeah, at the moment, I didn't even touch this event completely. It left 4 days, now like 6k points available, and I will do it in 1 day. I usually don't do any events until they opened completely, you know. Now, yeah, I just wait a couple days, and after that do in 1 day, at least like couple hours of gameplay, you know. Other than that, I just open the game for 15 minutes, etc. If we don't have anything to do. Like sometimes I do test on Stygian Onslaught because yeah, luckily we have something to do, you know. I hope they will add. Oh, by the way, don't forget about Imaginarium Theater. Imaginarium Theater was, you know, if you ask me, it wasn't so difficult. The only problem was they placed pretty good characters in opening. Like yeah, opening characters were pretty good. It was Arlecchino, it was Mavuika, you know, yeah. It's good for players who don't have characters, to be honest. But yeah, if you have all of them, it's a little bit problem, you know, because yeah, you kind of lose your good DPS characters, you know. But again, it wasn't so difficult if you ask me. It was actually doable. Trust me, that event takes only like... Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you mean like this one? This new one? Yeah, maybe. I don't know what's about actually. It's about like something you need to collect, something like that. Yeah, right? Event details, let's check it. Oh yeah, you need to collect something. Oh my god, that's... Okay, I got it. So yeah, I will do it later. I'm not going to do it now. Damn, bro. I don't like this event, but again, it's primogems. Even maybe less than that. Oh yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Also, I don't know if you play WoWa. They recently dropped Ames. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly, but it's kind of like Amet or Ames. You know, that new hologram girl, pink colored, pink haired girl. Oh, she looks amazing. And according to the leaks, like actually, like Kakarot says on the last stream that she's going to be Pyro, and looks like it's true. She's a main DPS Pyro sword or a blade, board blade character, like Claymore, you know, in WoWa. Looks top, not gonna lie. So yeah, let me check something. Let me check the characters we're going to. By the way, again, as I mentioned, don't forget about 4 stars. Don't forget about Yao Yao skin. Yao Yao skin and like Traveler skin will be for free. The only skin, like yeah, if you want that skin, I'm not pretty hype about skins, to be honest. Especially when they are. You know, like when you need to spend your primogems, to be honest, I don't like that stuff. But again, like, I know a couple players who just like crazy about Newlet. They definitely will get that skin, you know, Newlet skin. Newlet skin is kind of ugly in my opinion. To be honest, if you ask me, Yoni, I didn't like it so much either, but he's something new. You know what's the point is, what's the changes I liked in that skin? His haircut, because yeah, it's completely different, you know, like maybe they add that only because of that. That skin like looks okay, you know, like kind of different. Like this one, but I like this skin a lot, you know. His old skin looks actually pretty dope because his new skin actually looks like Ayato, if you ask me. I don't know if I'm right or not. Let's check Ayato. You know, like I don't know, like something like that maybe, but yeah, just a little bit like different haircut and a little bit different color, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's do like this stuff.
I'll make short work of you.
By the frost moon of old, lush as the moonlight,
And by the way, like they confirmed that 6.7.0 is going to be Snezhnaya, but yeah, that was obvious, to be honest. I don't think like we need that confirmation, you know, because yeah, after Nod-Krai, because they said that, I mean like that version 6 and 7 going to be Nod-Krai and Snezhnaya a long time ago. But that means we're going to get last Cryo Archon, you know? So yeah. I hope she's going to be better than Columbina. To be honest, even though I suggest you to go for Columbina, and I will go for Columbina as well, if you compare with Mavuika, Mavuika is actually crazy as hell, you know? Mavuika is so powerful. Mavuika actually destroyed the balance in the game so bad, because you know why? If you remember, like, and by the way, not only Mavuika, Skirk as well. Why is that? Because by just adding a Escoffier weapon, or fire, like signature weapon to Skirk team, you actually get so much benefit. Your damage increased by pretty significant mark, you know. When it comes to Mavuika, though, we have so many crazy different rotations and different like combos now, so like she's just insanely crazy, you know. Yes, it also depends on the content. It also depends on like yeah, the events we have, because sometimes like using Mavuika is a little bit difficult, but so far yeah, like if you ask me, like Natlan actually like was pretty crazy when it comes to damage, because we had Moalani. Moalani is insane. I mean, to be honest, maybe I will go for Moalani in the future. We'll see. Because, you know why? Such a crazy free-to-play character. We got Verisa. Verisa is actually extremely crazy character, you know? I always want to say Verina. Verina is a healer in WoW, by the way. So yeah, I mean Verisa. She's extremely powerful, easy to use. She doesn't need like 5. Yes, she needs 4 stars, which is actually extremely expensive. I mean, Constellation 6 4-star, as you know, like getting them, it's a little bit difficult. But again, if you get her signature team, her damage is crazy. By the way, like as I understand, like how I know like about calculation, Verisa's signature team is better than Flins' signature team, you know, in damage. So yeah, that's just imagine like how, like yeah, with Columbina, I don't know, most likely with Columbina, Flint's team is going to be better, but at the moment, like Aino Constellation 6, ineffa like Constellation 0, and like Flint's Constellation 0, it's like lower in damage than Verisa's team. Verisa's signature with iansan, with Chivalrous Constellation 6, I mean that overloaded team, you know. Again, mostly it depends on the content, you know. Sometimes you cannot use the same archetype. But when it comes to damage, Verisa is crazy. I mean, like yeah, Verisa, Moalani, Mavuika, all of these characters actually still crazy. Hey Ali, how are you doing? I want 4 characters: Columbina, Zabai, New Wallet, Escoffier. Columbina, Zabai, New Wallet, Escoffier. I would suggest you to do what, if you ask me, Mishra? I would suggest you to go for, definitely for Columbina. If you ask me, Escoffier, I think Escoffier's value is higher than Zabai's value. You know what's the problem is? Yes, maybe you want to collect all of the, according to your wishes, you want to collect all of the Nod-Krai signature teams. Like you already have Nefer team, you already have Flins team, you want to get Zabai team as well. It's up to you, but I maybe wouldn't suggest you to do that. Escoffier will be way more valuable, especially if you have Skirk, Furina, and Sitlali, you know? Because also don't forget about Escoffier can rest shed. You know, it's also pretty useful. Escoffier can be played with Arlecchino. She's better than Sitlali, by the way, because she has a more faster cryo application, and because of that, she's more convenient. Yes, Sitlali gives you defensive utility, which is a shield, but yeah, when it comes to application and melting, Escoffier is better for Arlecchino. have Skirk, Furina, and Sitlali as well, so like I think like we'll go for Escoffier, but we don't know when. Yeah, actually, yeah, that is true. I don't know exactly when she gets her rerun. Like, yeah, we got like we have info about the future banners. Like, first phase is going to be Columbina and Ineffa. Second phase is going to be Zabai and Nuvolet. Pretty dope banners, not gonna lie. When it comes to like weapons, by the way, weapon banners are also pretty good, because first one is like signature weapons for Columbina and Ineffa. Again, like pretty useful weapons, especially if you have Ineffa. And second one is also pretty good if you have Nuvolet, because Nuvolet weapon is actually crazy. You can use that weapon on, yes, maybe not for all the characters, but since it's crit damage weapon, it's actually pretty useful, you know? So yeah. Escoffier and Skirk rerun in 6.4, or maybe. I don't know about 6.4, to be honest. I know is Varka is going to be in 6.4. Maybe we will get Escoffier as well. It's possible, why not? Because, you know why? If I'm not mistaken, we... Just a second, let me check something. Maybe yes. Oh, Escoffier didn't get any...
If ever you find that the animals in Nod-Krai behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
No, just a second. Yeah, maybe it's possible.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still the moon shines its light upon you.
Yeah, if... it's possible. Like, by the way, guys, like, don't forget about, like, we're going to get some info, like, within, like, 10 days or something, you know? So, because... maybe we will get some Varka gameplay. It's possible. As you know, like yes, this patch wasn't about Columbina, because we got Columbina gameplay like after the new version. So yeah, not before, like it was with Lauma, Flins, and like ineffa, if you remember that. So yeah, but again, within 10 days we will get like, and we will get some info about the new, future characters as well. As you know, they released, oh, by the way, they showed us the future characters, and yeah, I made a video about that, and one of the characters is kind of like hidden or invisible or etc, something like that. Only that shadow is like showed from that character. That shadow is like, you know, like it doesn't look on Sandrone and also on Alice. And as you know, like Alice is going to be played in 7.0, like yeah, in a future versions. Like they already like announced that, like let's say like Lickers already said that Alice is not going to be released in 6.x. But another point is, according to the leaks, Nicole is going to be best in slot for Varka. So just keep that in mind, you know, like if you like not if you don't have like good pyro characters, I mean like pyro team or etc, something like that, or like anemo teams, just like yeah, keep that in mind. Maybe you will like that Varka. There will be the same patch. Oh yeah, same patch. I always wanted Columbina since like she started of Nod-Krai, so I made the plan by starting with ineffa, which is actually Flins, then Lauma. Yeah, but you know what, actually, like Misha, not gonna lie, why I pointed that out, like since you have all of the characters, getting Zabai actually it's not a bad idea, but keep that in mind. Zabai needs Itlo, because Itlo is a, and you know what's another problem with Itlo? Itlo can be buff only Zabai. That's a huge problem. Yes, you still can use Goro for Zabai, and you can use Goro for other Geo characters, DPS characters, not Navia. Maybe you can use Navia as well, but Navia is a little bit different, you know, like only for like that crystals, that's it, because she doesn't scales on defense. But Zabai needs that Itlo, because what's the point is, keep that in mind that Lunar Crystallize scales on defense, of, like in case of Zabai, and Elemental Mastery. So you need Elemental Mastery to increase Zabai's damage. So yeah, you know. So it's like all of the Nod-Krai characters somehow related to Elemental Mastery. Just keep that in mind. If you want more damage, you need Elemental Mastery. Yeah, first priority always Columbina, then like either New Wallet, Zabai. I will think about yeah, that is true. Like you need to, like, you know why? If you're free to play or low investment player, it's better to adjust your pulling. You know why? For example, I don't pull for any characters. If you notice that I skipped Nefer. I didn't like Nefer so much. Her gameplay is not for me. Charge attack, Zabai, she is going to be a normal attacker. And also she will create that geo constructions around the enemy. It automatically means like she is mostly like a single target rather than like multi-target, you know. That's a problem, because you know what's the point is, when a single target attacks by 3 geo constructions, it might be like pretty significant damage. When that geo constructions attack multiple enemies, the damage is going to be super low, you know. That's a problem. It's like chasca, you know. When you play against single target, damage is pretty good, but when you play fight against like a couple enemies, like 3 or 4, damage is actually super low. I assume it's going to be the same. Zabai is going to be good for Stygian, but yeah, maybe for Spile Abyss as well, but not for like the Spile Abyss we have at the moment, you know, like first stage with 40 enemies. That's crazy actually, you know. It might be a problem, especially for Constellation 0. I'm also like grinding so hard for Columbina, basically after losing to a standard weapon on Varisa weapon. Oh, it happens, it's gacha game.
Have you decided where you will go
Constellation
from
1,
here?
New Wallet rather than Zabai.
not,
If you ask
why
me, I
not
would
find
go
a
for
patch of
Zabai
soft
rather than
grass
Constellation
and rest a
1.
while?
Because you know what the point is? Because it's a new character. New Wallet was introduced in like 4.0, if I'm not mistaken, in Fontaine. It's like now he's not so relevant. And the point is, if I'm not mistaken, Columbina with couple adjustment maybe can surpass New Wallet with damage. Actually, Columbina can deal pretty good damage, guys, and she can be on field. Because you know why? She has powerful charge attacks. Even though it consumes stamina, it's still not bad. Also, she can like every 6 seconds, or like I don't remember exactly. She attacks with a pretty good significant, she attacks the enemy. So in my opinion, it's better to wait, since New Wallet on a second phase, just wait a little bit. But again, if you want to go for like one of them, like New Wallet, C1 or like Zabai, it's better to go for Zabai. To be honest, enough for pity. I'm on 50-50 and I'm not playing much. Yeah, I know you don't play the much, so yeah, like that's, I don't play any event, like yeah, it's kind of like 2 months. It's up to you, like what can I say, like, but why you go for the characters? I think Escoffier will mark the end of my pulling session probably. You know what? Why Escoffier is so good? Again, Escoffier actually like, pretty easy to build. She can use, you see, like at the moment I use like Noblesse, but you can use Tenacity, you can use Noblesse, you can use Golden Troop, you can use two piece, which is actually not a good idea, actually, two piece. Well, it depends. If you don't have like good proper, like good artifacts, then use two piece. But this one is okay because you want to use her burst anyway. She heals by using her burst. like tenacity is good. Golden Troop is good, increase her personal damage. The only problem, it's not a problem, it's how she works. It's like when you use her skill, you need to hit the enemy with that skill to get particle back. The only, like, yeah, it's kind of like you know, like with Citlali is the same, by the way, you know. But if I'm not mistaken, Citlali has a little bit better AoE than Escoffier. So just keep that in mind. You need to hit the enemy. That's the only problem. So some players just like start using her skill immediately without waiting for enemy. That's not okay. When it comes to the talents, again, she has, yeah, you see this one, Hydro-Res and Cryo-Res. If you have the same, and by the way, you actually can ignore. Yes, 55 is crazy, but in some cases you can ignore that and put Escoffier into New Wallet team, you know, because Hydro-Res shredding. Yes, it's going to be 15%, but it's okay. Also, she can cook. I will go on. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, about Noblesse, yeah, you can use Noblesse, as I mentioned, like for Escoffier. Actually, you know what, guys, if you ask me, Noblesse is extremely useful, even though Noblesse, if I'm not mistaken, Noblesse was introduced in a version like 1.0, because it's extremely old domain. It's in Leo Harbor, as I remember. No, just a second. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's a Leo Harbor, and it's extremely useful for many characters. You can use on Chivalrous, on Bennett, on like any character who needs to use that burst, you know. So yeah, you know, like in some cases, even Furina can use that set. Like for example, if you use like other sets like on other characters, you can use that set. For like, yeah, let's say if you don't use Furina for New Wallet, of course. Oh yeah, just a second. It increased like... Oh yeah, it gives attack. So yeah, not New Wallet, obviously. I enjoy the game in my way, but like, yeah, like, to be honest, Mirak, I don't know, like, how to enjoy the game by not playing it, but it's up to you. What can I say? I just, like, yeah, I'm, it's completely up to you. It's your account where you can do whatever you want, but yeah, like, you know, like, have a wishing list without getting primogems or, like, doing events. I don't know, like, maybe yes, maybe it's okay. I don't know. And this Escoffier so bad, like my Skirk is benched. Like, no, like, let's say like that. Even without the Escoffier, you can still use Charlotte. Charlotte is actually not bad, guys. And in some cases, Charlotte might be better. Why? Because she heals in short period of time. Charlotte heals better than Escoffier. Just keep that in mind. If you build her properly, and by the way, Charlotte also can use TDDs, or like, on top of like that Noblesse, so it's additional buff, you know. Yes, Escoffier is way more easy to use, way more convenient to use. You don't struggle so much, you know. With Charlotte, you need like, yeah, to be like, yeah, to like sharp your skills, you know. Sharpen your skills. Oh yeah, Mirak, like don't. To be honest, like, don't get me wrong, but don't ask me about your pools. Like, you just said that you don't play the game, you don't do events, and now you ask me, do I have enough pools for 50-50? Yes, maybe you have, I don't know. Just clear all of the events, you definitely will have enough. It's a little bit difficult question. It's kind of like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, how can I say it? No, you have enough. Oh, okay, like if you have enough for 50-50, but do you have enough for guaranteed, you know, like it's... The guaranteed is the case, because you need to go for guaranteed, like, yeah, 50-50. I wish you best of luck anyway. Because, again, as I mentioned, like, Columbina, yeah, she is good. I want to test couple teams with Columbina because you know what the point is. Since Columbina can enable all of the lunar Nod-Krai and lunar related reactions, you actually can build a lot of different teams. You know, like crazy amount of teams. Like, as you know, like they will add that lunar crystallize into most of the geo characters we have. Now, and like Navia definitely will get that. If I'm not mistaken, Ito will get that. Zhongli will get that. So Chiori will get that. I know that Desta will be like super because Desta has like Constellation 6 Chiori, and you know what? If you have Constellation 6 Chiori, you actually don't need Zabai because Chiori will do like so much damage with Columbina, you know. I didn't play Archon Quest. Okay, like skip that. Skip. I didn't even revenue. Okay, skip. So I skip this boss. Like it's up to you. Like I don't want to read that. Okay, let's just do something.
With one heart, we pray. Branch into song.
Don't get it, you agree? You agree?
Installation chamber.
Receive my blessing.
No, I don't have enough for guaranteed. Okay, I don't have enough. Okay, like what can I say? Damn, that's a little difficult. You know, that's a little bit tough to like, yeah, to go for characters without primogems. That's like, especially in gacha games. I don't think I can do more than what I have already. Like down 71 gold books. 110. Oh, about the books. Just a second. You mean like for Columbina? Let me show you. I already... Oh my god, Electro damage bonus with this trashy stuff. Because... Oh yeah, I don't think like... You know, luckily we don't need that Electro stuff. Attack, please. Yeah, of course. Attack. Yeah, sure, it's attack. You know, let me show you how many books I like pre-farmed already. And by the way, don't forget about like Columbina needs like this mats. So what you need? You need Mora at first place. You need like this ones. It's this boss is available now. So yeah, you need some local specialties for future version. You also need some new Dottore boss mats, you know. It's 12 in general, if I'm not mistaken, to level up. But you don't need to level up, if I'm not mistaken, you don't need to level up all of her talents. You only need to level up her skill and burst. In that case, you only need... Just a second. Yeah, she needs this box, if I'm not mistaken, as I remember. Right? Yeah. I got like 77, 76, and 34. I think I will be okay. If I'm not mistaken, as I know, you don't need to level up all of her talents. But it's questionable. You know why? Because I heard that she is playing out of her normal and charge. And in that case, so maybe you need to do that. So like the more you have, the better. Like let's say like that. You need about like 144 gold books, 78 silver books, and 9 bronze books, something like that. Books like and bronze. Oh my god, they worked. Yeah. And by the way, you know what, guys? I would like don't convert the books. Just keep what you like. Keep like that. You know, like keep a bronze book, because you know why? You never know. It's possible that you will need some like some silver or golds. After that, you can use it. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to like, because you know why? Once I made the mistake, I convert all of my books, and then like it was like it was disaster. Silver books like Aino for like talent, for some like post material, and a sacrificial jade prototype. Oh, about that, by the way, let me just show you about sacrificial. I went for sacrificial as well. Like, as you know, like I buy BP every other patch, and this one was my BP, and I got this sacrificial jade. When it comes to damage, this weapon is not bad, but again, I assume that it's better to go for prototype amber. If you ask me, the damage is going to be like not so different. You know what's the point is? The problem with this weapon, it gives you a lot of crit rate, and that's a problem. As you know, Columbina, so yeah, she is a crit rate ascension. So it's like by default, by just leveling her up, you get 24.5 crit rate. Other than that, she has a passive talent which gives you 15 additional crit rate. So like, let's say like that, by just leveling her up and playing her, you already get 39.5 crit rate, you know? And just imagine you add this weapon. So even without any substats, you already, like, it's 33 if I'm not mistaken at max, you already get about like 72 something, you know? So you can overcap that crit value, which is actually not a good idea.
Updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
I'm farming Mora and books, best decision I have ever made. Okay. Yeah, but like after my luck in WoW, I have a feeling we'll be blessed in Columbina. Oh yeah, I wish you best of luck. In any case, like, you know why? Let's say like that, getting new characters is always fun. No matter what, because let's say like, yeah, like, you know, more characters is better. That's why I suggest, like, instead of going for a new bullet constellation 1, which is actually crazy constellation, not gonna lie, to be honest, if you ask me, you know why? Because you increase the damage significantly. Let's say like that. Recently, I played the team like in IT with 4 Hydro characters. That was New Bullet, that was Aino, Furina, and another Hydro. I don't know. The damage was so terrible. And you know why? Because New Bullet needs different characters to activate his passive. Like he needs reactions to activate. As soon as I add Raiden with that Electro, with new like additional reaction, his damage increased by a lot. The point is that Constellation 1 gives you that additional reaction by default, you know? So you get that stack by default, and you need only 2 reactions. So that constellation is crazy. One of the best constellations in the game, by the way. Even though, like, that character was introduced in, like, 4.0, you know? Like, it's kind of like, about, like, 2 years ago something. But again, when it comes to new character or old character, I still would suggest you to go for, it's better to go, like, more characters better, you know? And by the way, we have a weapon. I don't know if you have the weapons, but again, like, we have a weapon we can use on Zabai. Since she scales on defense, yes, maybe it's not a great choice, but it gives you some defense, you know? So we have couple weapons which you can use on Zabai. I have 8.3 million gold and 7 like blue books. So I think like, oh yeah, it's enough. For Columbina, yes, it's enough. As you know, like, to level up character completely with a 10-10-10 talents and like etc, something like that, you need about 7.1 million, something like that. And the weapon needs 5 million, if I'm not mistaken, level 95-star weapon. So in general, like, yeah, you need about 12 millions to level up 5-star character completely with all talents. And like with signature weapon, it's R1. But yeah, for Constellation, like, it doesn't matter. And by the way, new area is going to be like in this place. It's kind of fun, new area actually. It's going to be the same with that, like, wild hunters, etc, something like that. But it's not going to be so spread out, you know. This one is, it's okay. It's going to be like one big island, something like that. Oh, by the way, you know what? They did changes to Fontaine as well. You know which one? Just a second, let me check that place. There's some like small, maybe like, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they do changes to this place. Or like something like this place or this place, you know? So yeah, it's going to be like a little bit, I will do maybe the, like, yeah, I need to do like that. Not a video, but maybe some screen, you know? To check it after the update. It's kind of like small cosmetic changes, you know, to the game. Yeah, getting to characters is like fun. Until you have a build them, so yeah. I will not triple crown any new characters, at least not immediately. Yeah, like, let's say like that. It depends, you know why? Let me show you, like, if you want to, like, which characters I crowned, like, recently. Recently I got... Oh, by the way, you know, like you can check like how you get the characters, like by so yeah, what you need to do to check which characters you get the first or last, you need to do like something like that. Put your traveler, most likely you know that, but yeah, let me do that.
Just what?
Put your traveler, go like here. And just it's like, yeah. Oh no, workshop, my bad. Yeah, I always like messing up with that. I always go to the wrong menu. So yeah, statue blessing. And you can see like by like how you get. So yeah, my last character was like this one, before that this one, and like etc etc etc. So yeah, my first character in the game was like Amber. After that I got Deluxe, and by the way, it's a proper order. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, my last character was Durin. Before that, Flins. This one is level 70. So yeah, let me show you like Flins, Durin, Flins, and Lauma, and maybe like Ineffa and Skork. Yeah, so let me show you these 5 characters. No way your first character is Amber, lol. No, it's Amber. Let's say like that. You can check like your just check the date you got the character. Date? No, it's not a date. Date you can check. No, like we don't have the date when you get the characters. We have only birthdays, but this one shows like when you get the characters. So yeah, but that's true. My first 5-star was Deluxe. After a couple wishes I got like at the same day or next day I got Albedo. Then my first like, let's say 5-star was this one. By the way, Ganyu was as the same banner with, like, yeah, she was before Xiao. Xiao was after her. Then I lost. Then Zhongli. My Kazuha was guaranteed because I lost. Yeah, I remember that. And by the way, you can check, like, you see, like, I won, like, my 50-50. I lost my 50-50. Mona lost 50-50. But yeah, I got, like, after Kiching, I got another, like, it doesn't show you constellations, unfortunately, because I have like after Kiching I got another Raiden, and also I got back-to-back 2 Flins. Let me check like this one. So since I have Tignari, it doesn't show me Tignari. If you remember, I got Tignari then in like Verisa. So yeah, like it's actually proper order. We don't have the dates anyway. Okay, let me show you the my like what I did with my characters. Just a second. So yeah, that was Durin, Flins, Lauma, and Ineffa.
Follow me.
Your own first character is Amberlaw. No, you can check the date when you get the character. Okay, I don't know that. And we can check the date on the character archive bottom. Oh, for real? I didn't know that. Ah, okay, I didn't know that. Actually, like, to be honest, I never check that when I get the characters. I just like, yeah, just in case when I get the characters. But yeah, I didn't know that you can check the date. For real? Oh yeah, maybe. So yeah, when it comes to like using crowns, I crowned my Durin like skill and burst. Why is that? Because he gets more energy, and like this one is like main source of his damage. Flins, it's only his burst because his skill is actually like, you can actually keep at level 6, but it gives you some damage. In like content like Stygian might be useful, you know. So yeah, but mini burst is only like, yeah, this one. When it comes to Lauma, 10-10, because it's a damage and that's a buff. And you need to do that, unfortunately. You see that? So yeah, it's like a lunar bloom damage increase, like bloom hyper bloom damage increase. You just need to do that. You can avoid you doing this one, but again, it's kind of like additional damage, which is actually cool. Why not? Ineffa is only her skill because let's say that Birgitta deals some damage and it's a shield strength. When it comes to her burst, even though we have a crazy multiplier, damage is so bad. Hey guys, how are you doing? My first 5-star was Dia, and my second was Nahida. For real, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, Nahida, By the way, Vortex, can you check Jahoda voice line about Nefer? Why do you... Jahoda? Okay, I'll check that. Jahoda. Okay. Oh, by the way, as you know, like, we're going to get new 5-star in the future. And one of the characters, which is Linnea. Linnea was... let me first, like, show my... this one's... So yeah, the next one is Skirk. Skirk is 10-10 because burst and because, you know why? When she uses his skill, her damage considered to be a skill damage, you know? Escoffier is 10-10 as well. It's damage and it's healing. Sitlali. You see, like, yeah, it's kind of the same. I usually use my... I usually crown my characters. When it comes to Columbina, I will crown her. But again, yeah, just keep a little bit. It's not a bad idea. If you don't have... You know what the problem is? The problem is it's a huge amount of Mora. Sometimes it's not worth it at all. So yeah, as you know, we're going to get Linnea. And Linnea, by the way, was already... She wasn't introduced, but... Just a second. I know, present. I will check that. Jahoda about Nefer. So yeah, we have already something about Linnea.
Ooh, Linnea? I really like her. When I was little, she used to tell us loads of cool stories whenever she got back from one of her trips. And when I was a bit older, and I learned how to build robots, I wanted to give her one as a gift. But she never accepted any of them. She said it was the thought that counts and that was enough for her. But I think it was because none of them were her style. So I'm gonna keep making robots until she finds one she likes. I know I'll get there eventually.
So yeah, like, it's kind of like, yeah, we have some intel about Linnea, you know? When it comes to Jahoda, though, just a second. Jahoda is level 70 as well, right? Sometimes it's, oh yeah, so difficult to, like... Jahoda about Nefer. Boss Nefer.
Nef's the best boss in the whole world! Not only does she pay me on time, she even covers food and board. I might be her only actual employee. No, wait. I almost forgot about Ashru. Though he's not exactly an employee, right? He's never even completed a single commission! Huh! Can't have anyone freeloading. Next job, he's coming with me.
So yeah, like... And by the way, we have like about Varka, about Sandrone. So yeah, if you reach level 4, friendship level 4, actually you can read all of this. It's actually fun, we can get some intel some time to time, you know. Also, by the way, we have something about Itlua. Itlua is within Flins, if I'm not mistaken. Just a second, let me check that real quick. And by the way, it's a good, like, how to pronounce his name properly.
Members of the Lightkeepers are under no obligation to stay, and many do in fact leave shortly after joining. Only the most determined persevere, and Itlua is one such example. It is common to admire those who display wit and cunning, but to me, determination is a far more valuable quality.
So yeah, even though, like, it's Itlua, I don't know why, but it's Itlua, whatever it takes, you know? I'm good, thank you very much, guys. I'm good. Oh yeah, that was actually, like, yeah, a long time now. In Vuva, no, like Mirak, like, let's say like that. I don't do streaming on Vuva and ZZZ, you know why? Because, like, yeah, it's not, like, let's say like that. Yeah, I'm mostly, like, Genshin player. Vuva and ZZZ, it's, like, super casual. I just, like, yeah. And I used to do, like, Vuva streams, though, back then, like, pooling, etc. Now I just, like, yeah, stopped doing that because, yeah, maybe in the future, because, you know what, game actually getting a little bit more popular now. not so crazy game, to be honest. I don't know how they won that year of the game, game of the year. You know, like it's actually still some miracle for me. It's impossible because you know why is that? If that game is if Wuthering Waves is the game of the year, why their revenue is so low? Genshin Impact actually, got it's for December. I recently watched the data. For Genshin Impact it's 40 million, for WoWa it's 18 something, you know. It's not like, it's okay, but again, it's like not as Genshin, you know. Alright, so yeah, let's do a couple domains because the stream, by the way, I was a little bit surprised with that Chinese stream, to be honest, because yeah, I was expecting like something with you know, like against those chibi characters, you know, as we're going, like, yeah, we are getting in the middle of the year. But yeah, maybe it's the same as we got, you know, like if you remember for Natlan when they revealed Verisa, Escoffier, and the like exact same picture with the 7 characters on it, you know. So yeah, in the middle was Skirk. If I'm not mistaken, in the middle back then was Skirk. At the moment they released only 6 characters, by the way. One of the characters was kinda invisible. I don't know why is that, but it's definitely not Sandrone. And it's definitely not Alice. Why is that? As you know, guys, like according to the leaks, Sandrone is not going to be an emo and she is not going to be Geo. She is going to be Electro and she will be played out of Superconduct, which is actually, you know, I don't know. According to the leaks, she is going to be like the second key character of 6.0, I mean like in Nod-Krai, which is actually surprise. You know why? Let's say like that. Superconduct, it's when Electro meets Cryo or vice versa, and it gives you 40% physical or like rest shredding, like damage reduction, you know, 40%, which is actually okay, but it's physical damage anyway. And she needs some cryo in that case. Maybe we will get some, who knows. Also, we don't know about that, you know, like no hydro involved, because in that case it's going to be like you will get different reactions. So yeah, it's a little bit like, it's kind of like maybe not like Eula, but maybe some sort of Eula. But maybe a little bit more flexible, you know. Eula is a little bit difficult to play, to be honest, even though she is a crazy DPS character. Oh, I kind of felt bad for my friend. Why is that? Yeah, Mirak, you know what? I can do that, no problem. I mean, like, why not? If you want to, like, I can do that. But you know, like I don't have like well, you know what's the problem is, since I don't have so many subscribers and like yeah, like don't have so many watchers, like viewers, my bad, watchers, viewers, like yeah, just imagine like only couple like views, etc., something like that. It's better like to like I don't know, to ask someone else who just like play WoWa every day and do streaming. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's... oh, since we go like... let's go Shinchuzins this time.
Chivalry will never die.
And by the way, even though we get Nod-Krai, even though like all of this stuff, etc., like oh yeah, it's hype, etc., like don't forget about all characters. Like we have actually pretty broken all characters, which in my opinion should be leveled up. And Shinchu is one of them.
Time to act.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Know my soul. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Don't be scared.
By the frost moon of old, branches a song.
Hey, go away.
Accelerating.
I said, why not let you pull instead? But you pull instead, what? I want to get Durin now. He doesn't have pulls for Columbina and ineffa. Luckily, I don't, like, yeah. Luckily, I don't take your suggestion seriously. Come on, like, let's say like that. Durin is not a bad option, but if you remember, I told you guys, if you don't have enough pools for Columbina, just skip Durin. Durin is crazy character, but you know what's the
Reviewing
problem is with
outstanding
Durin?
items on today's to-do list.
Durin
Do you
has
have any additional...
a little bit specific gameplay. Let me check that real quick. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, hydro. Damage. It's okay. Would be nice to get energy recharge, but I'll keep that. I don't need that energy. It would be nice to get HP actually instead of hydro. Or Columbina. So yeah, the point is, like, why is that? Yeah, he can use different artifact sets. That is true. Like, not different actually. It's yeah, you cannot use tenacity. You can use noblesse. You can use stupis. Like maybe we should get like maybe like some hexen circle, by the way, in the future. We'll see. But again, as I mentioned, like, yeah, if you don't have enough pools for Columbina, just wait for Columbina. But it is what it is. Like, he made his choice. Like, you know, what can I say? That's actually what's terrible. Let anyone else pull in my account, and I don't enjoy his stream. Doesn't make sense. Like, no, it's like, it's up to you. Like yeah, I usually give him like updates like about upcoming banners, and like at that period I was burn out of Genshin. So yes, okay, I got it. Burn out of Genshin. I don't think I will burn out of Genshin, to be honest, because you know why? I don't play the game so much. Maybe because I play another game, like as WoW, you know? To be honest, like, when I play WoW, I want to immediately stop playing WoW and went to Genshin. Genshin I like more than WoW. Again, it's about preferences, because, yeah, it's always like that. But when it comes to gameplay, yeah, WoW, like, let's say like that. If you ask me, like, tier list about the games, like Zenless Zero, HSR, like WoW and Genshin Impact. So yeah, when it comes to artwork, design, artwork, design, etc., something like that, and the characters itself, I would say ZZZ is the first place. Zenless Zone Zero. It's actually insane. The team works actually crazy. When it comes to stories, it's Genshin. When it comes to, like, yeah, by the way, when it comes to characters, like design, etc., first is ZZZ, second is HSR, third one is WoW and Genshin, because both games have terrible character design, and yeah, like so many, let's say, like WoW at the moment adds that bike, which is actually super fun, but that bike has so many collisions. Sometimes it's super annoying to just like ride it, you know. In Genshin they made way more better, you know. For example, if we have mavuika, and mavuika actually doesn't have collisions whatsoever. You just can ride it. Yes, short period of time, only 7 seconds, something like that, or like until you have phlogiston. But again, when it comes to WoW, yes, it has so many problems with that collisions. So yeah, when it comes to story, it's like Genshin. When it comes to combat system, I would say Genshin again, you know. I don't like WoWs, because you know why? The more characters they add, the complicated combat system become. At the moment, they added that additional stuff to the game. It's sometimes like I miss clicking on a keyboard. It's actually, you know, like we have so many different keys to press. It's super annoying actually now. But again, it's me. For some players it's actually fun, you know. Maybe they use some specific devices. I mean, like not a keyboard, you know. Some specific keyboards.
Accelerating.
Well, I play a lot of games, like, so I don't have enough time for Genshin. I don't believe you, but again, like, let's say like that. I heard you, you know? Oh my god, come on, Mirak. I don't have time. Alright. I played WoW recently. HSR, Bleach, Soul, like Bleach, Soul, I know, like Pokemon. By the way, you know why I didn't start Bleach Soul Resonance? I remember you told me to check that. Believe me or not, I played Bleach Brave Souls, which is 2D games, for 7 years. I still have an account. I didn't delete an account. I just stopped playing it. And I still in a Discord with my old squad, you know, like let's say my old guild quest members. And by the way, you know what? Why I played the game for so long? It's only because of community. Because to be honest, when the game is trash as hell, the community is so good, not gonna lie. It's always like that. That's why Wuthering Waves community is actually better than Genshin Impact community, because Wuthering Waves is not so good. Okay, in any case. So yeah, the point is, like, yeah, that guys, like on a guild, from like my former guild, like most of them now playing that Resonance game. But you know what, when I saw some gameplay on YouTube, I was kind of like, you know, like, this game is like from like 2015 or something. It's so like, yeah, it's actually so bad, you know. I didn't like it completely. And yes, it has some pretty good wishing system, like gacha system, because if I'm not mistaken, you can get the characters. It's kind of the same 80 PD. When it comes to weapon, I don't know, you told me that it's 40 or something, you know. Also, it has stories, etc., something like that. Combat system looks like WoWa, no reactions whatsoever. But again, I didn't like the design actually, and artwork as well. What do you find bad exactly? What? Oh yeah, to be honest, like Soul Resonance had a good community. Oh yes, about community, let's say like that. They just released the game. Let's wait a little bit, you know. And by the way, when it comes to revenue, by the way, I recently like heard about that revenue, and they earned 8 millions last month and 10 millions like December. So 8 millions when they released the game, which was November if I'm not mistaken, and 10 millions plus something like, yeah, on December. So it's actually not bad, because you know why? Bleach Brave Souls never earned so much money, like, yeah, never, you know. Bleach Brave Souls is a little bit different game. It's not so crazy, but I like it. Like back then, just imagine 7 years of gameplay. That's crazy, actually. 7 years is a lot. But Resonance, yeah, it's not a game to play if you ask me. You know why? I would rather, let's say like that, I would rather start playing Arknight Enfield, which is actually I want to play. I would rather play that Where Winds Fall or something. I don't remember the name. The Chinese gacha game like Elden Rings. You know, actually it's a great game because I know like so many players play it. You know, it has pretty. I maybe will start playing that game. We'll see, because I pre-registered. Also, like recently they released couple more games. Like yeah, which was yeah, like. Cuba like suggest me to play the game. I forgot the name. I didn't like it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but Weapon 40. To be honest, like between Brave Souls and Resonance, I would choose Resonance. Between Brave Souls. Oh, you mean like Brave Souls and yes, of course. Like yeah, no way. Like it's not even comparable. Like don't tell me about that. Yeah, I know that. You mean like between Brave Souls and Resonance? Of course, like Resonance is better. Resonance is like you can say that it's actually modern, like 3D game with a gacha system, with pretty good combat system. It's not even close to old game. Yeah, it's completely different. Completely different. Old game actually is trash as hell, to be honest. And to be honest, I play the game for so long only because of community. And I still like within that community. You know why? It's not because I want to start go back to the game. I don't think I will, to be honest. Yeah, I stopped playing about 5 months or something. I'm so glad I did that. But again, when it comes to community, it's actually good. You know, most likely all of the community sooner or later will go like play that resonance, Bleach Brave resonance, you know, because at the moment that Bleach Brave Souls, it's scale up, if I'm not mistaken, the company. It has some problems with updates, with characters, with design. So yeah, like a lot of stuff. Did Brave Souls like give you trauma or something? Did Bleach Brave Souls trauma? Like no, I don't think so. Trauma? No, to be honest, like I'm not a crazy gamer. Maybe like if you compare me with someone, because yeah, for me, game is just fun. That's it. Why I stopped playing? Because if you ask me, because the game, like I spend like so much time on game. That's why. And by the way, I play the game more than Genshin back then. It's about like 2 or 3 hours a day. It's a lot of time. So yeah, gacha games now like Genshin, like WoW, it's about like yeah, 30 minutes a day and you're done. And you can do actually, like when it comes to WoW though, actually, you can do even less. You know why? In WoW, they has actually pretty good stuff. When you reach 200, it will automatically create this stuff. In WoW, it's like that, you know? For example, all of the additional stuff, it's not like this one, it's kind of called battery or something. So you have a battery and it can keep your resins for 2 days or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, Zenless Zone Zero has that. So yeah, it's super cool actually. So like yeah, you can actually join the game like every 2 days.
Insulation chamber. With one heart, Nod-Krai, lush as the moonlight. Defensive mode engaged.
I used to play Genshin like 10-12 hours a day. Are you crazy actually? That's why you don't. That's why you like actually like. Oh, actually that's why now you just cannot see the game. Because like yeah, spending so much time in the game, it's actually crazy. Okay, so yeah, let's do this one and maybe that's it for today. HP please. Oh my god, not Hydro. HP, oh my god, defense. Okay, I will keep that, but yeah, that's actually terrible. Genshin 10 hours a day, like I don't like. Yeah, I used to play Bleach Brave Souls maybe like the maximum it was like 6 hours a day, something like that. And it's because of like yeah, it's because of like guild quest. Bleach Brave Souls has a guild quest which is actually pretty fun, but extremely greedy. Because they just like, you know what? Like in Genshin, we get new character every like months or something, you know? Like at max, you can get like 2 characters in 40 days. In Bleach Brave Souls, though, they release new characters every 2 weeks. And they force you to summon on them. And that's crazy. Just imagine 6 characters a month. You cannot grind so many primogems, like it's orbs in Genshin, you know? And you need to spend, you know? I was free to play, but again, I used to spend on Bleach Brave also, so yeah. But just imagine, you just like, yes, you need to spend to get the characters. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, that was actually crazy. The buy piece? The buy piece? Oh yeah, maybe, but not, no, the buy, no, you cannot use this set on the buy. It's not a set for the buy. Yes, maybe single piece, yes. No, as always, okay. But yeah, to be honest, recently I actually was pretty lucky with artifacts. Not gonna lie, I got like pretty good pieces. But yeah. Yeah, today I got to. So, oh, like, is this like for the buy? Ah, yes, maybe. Yes, maybe you can, but yeah, like again, like the buy needs different, it's not a set for the buy. You can use this set on Columbina, but not on the buy. The buy needs a new set, by the way. The buy needs that new set. Okay, let me change. I heard Columbina will be universal buffer, universal buffer. Yes, Columbina can be used with non-Nod-Krai characters as well. That is true. It's not because she can be used. It's because like she can enable reactions. You know, it's not because like she is eligible or like capable to use with that buffs. No, it's because she can enable all of the lunar-related reactions: lunar charge, lunar bloom, and lunar crystallize. That's crazy. The only question is though, which is actually important, it's are we going to get lunar crystallize immediately with Columbina, or we need to wait for the buy to get that reaction? I assume that we will get that reaction, so we can test lunar crystallize before the buy will be released. That will be fun, because you know why? In my case, I can use Navia to test that, or like Zhongli, you can test Zhongli, you can use Ito. So yeah, in my case it's like Navia. Like, by the way, like yeah, Desta can test his Chiori. Yes, Chiori can be used as well. Yeah, with Columbina, yeah. Like yeah, maybe like yeah, like she definitely will be flexible. When it comes to universal, yes, maybe. Again, like in my opinion, like Furin is still the most versatile one, because yeah, she's crazy as hell. The only like why she's a little bit difficult is because of like yeah, she needs a healer on the team, you know. That's it. But if you have good healer, you actually can build pretty powerful teams, because now like Furin can be used in Navia teams. Furin can be used in Alhaitham teams, Furin can be used in mavuika teams, like kinda, Newlet, Skirk, like a lot of characters, by the way, a lot of characters. Furin can be used in Flins team. Like Flins team is actually okay, yes, it depends. It depends on your Aino constellations, it depends if you have Columbina or like something, but yeah. Furin, in my opinion, is still more flexible, because you know what's another problem with Columbina, which I don't like, it's only maybe one. It's like her energy recharge requirements, which is actually pretty high, and that passive talent when she can revive the characters only within Nod-Krai. I don't like this stuff, to be honest. Yes, it's kind of like yeah, it's a little bit like it's bad. It's kind of like, you know what? Displays the location of nearby. Yeah, it's like this one. This passive is completely trash. Oh, by the way, you know what? I will make the video about that. So yeah, now we have like, you know, like as you know, like we have a 7 talents maximum for the characters, but we have one character who has 8, and that's Broken Mona. The only character in the game with the 8 talents. That's crazy. It's because of Hexa Circle, by the way. I will do the video about that maybe. Because all other characters, like now, has 7. Monday? Maybe, I don't know. About Monday, I don't know. We'll see. You know why? Not so much to do. It's kind of like 10 days. Or like for next patch. So yeah, we only have one event. By the way, we should get... Oh, I forgot about that. We are going to get Liban, and Liban should give us some intel about Snezhnaya. So yeah, it's also like, yeah, something like to check. It's going to be on next week if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, last week of this patch. Alright, so yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining, guys. I will be online maybe. Who is Liban? You just join, like you just open the game, you will get that. So yeah. Liban, okay. Liban is the ones who just like wants like some specialties and gives you primogems and boxes, you know, like that pyro box, that dendro box, that electro boxes. So yeah, like it's kind of like a, like if you remember, like he appears to be in like this place in Mondstadt. You just like, yeah, you just change some like trashy, useless specialties with boxes, and it's like, if I'm not mistaken, 300 primogems completely for free, and he usually gives some intel about future regions and future updates. Alright, so yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining. I will be online maybe on like, today is Friday, so yeah, maybe on Monday, but I don't know exactly. We'll see. It depends, because if we will get something, that yes, maybe. Because we don't have so much to do. We just had some like some leaks. It's not a leaks actually from stream about the future characters. By the way, one of the characters is Snegurichka. I don't know why how they will call her Snegurichka or something, like, yeah, but we'll see. Alright guys, so yeah, thanks for joining once again, and bye bye guys, bye bye.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire.